Oh, thank you very much. How's it going so far? Good? Great, this is exciting for me. Just very quickly, Craig said, I'm originally from New York, but I live in Ireland now. And how I ended up moving to Ireland was, when I was 14 years of age, I got kicked out of school in New York. And why I got kicked out of school was, for a 14-year-old, I had a serious problem with alcohol. So my mother came up with this ingenious idea to send me to Ireland to go to boarding school. Needless to say, I was fucking delighted. No better place for a young alcoholic to be. Maybe she saw the potential in my alcoholism and thought, well, let's make him the best alcoholic he can possibly be. So tonight I want to talk to you about something not a lot of men talk about, but I know most men in the room will have had this experience at least once. They won't be delighted that I've talked about it at the start, but at the end, I hope you will be liberated. Most men in this room have at least once in their life been with a woman, and just when they need that erection, it does not happen, yes? No one ever says yes at that moment, don't worry. I wasn't expecting all the men to go, yes, finally a man has said it. And most women in the room have been with a man who has, you know, at the wrong time, not gotten an erection. Ladies? Oh, thank you. I noticed none of the ladies that said yes are next to their husbands at this time. Yes, it can happen. More often than not, though, it happens when you're with a girl for the first time. Let's say you meet a girl you really like, and you like her so much that, like, there's this kind of mutual decision between you guys that you're not gonna have sex for ages. Therefore, you wait for, like, weeks into months, like 3 months go by, and then finally, the big moment happens. And at various times during that process, you've been so ready, I don't wanna be too graphic, but you've been so ready, I'm talking about boners, you've been so ready, and then nothing happens, and then finally, after 3 months, the big moment happens, and you just know, and this is special because you're like in love with this girl now, so you look down at your penis like a half an hour before, and you're like, listen, buddy, tonight is the big one. I love this girl. Do not mess it up. And your penis is like, oh my God, you haven't used me in 3 months, and now you're throwing me into the most important match of the year? This is too much pressure. If a player's been injured for 3 months, you don't fuck him into the grand final, you know, give me a practice match. And he can't handle the pressure, and all of a sudden when the moment happens, he's like, I'm so sorry, I just can't handle it, I'm just too nervous, you know? And it's performance anxiety. It's not impotency, but because men don't talk about it, when it happens, all the men will be like, oh my God, I am impotent. And you are not impotent. It is just a symptom of impotency. It doesn't mean you have the condition. For example, wetting the bed because you drink too much on a Saturday night is a symptom of alcoholism. It does not mean that you are an alcoholic. Buying plastic sheets so you can drink every weekend without worrying about blow drying the mattress on a Sunday morning means you have a problem. Watching porn and not being able to help but notice that the man in the scene is quite attractive, has a lovely body, even a well-proportioned penis. That is a symptom of homosexuality. It does not mean that you are gay. Finding out his name, signing up to his fan page, and buying every movie he's in means that you might have well, there's no problem, actually, just in case there's any gay guys in the crowd. I'm not suggesting in any way, shape, or form that's a problem. If there are gay men here, I love you, and I love even more when you love me. I love that. I hate when men are like, oh, gay guy hit on me. It made me feel disgusting. I'm like, why, dude? The guy likes you. That's flattering. He fancies you. And not only that, it's the best type of fancying of all because you don't fancy them, so you have all the power. Oh, you like that? Well, you ain't gonna get it, but I'm gonna enjoy watching you try. Chase me, chase me. It's the only time a man gets to feel like what it might be like to be a woman. Chased by this aggressive male energy where you can suck all the life force from them and give them nothing in return. Oh, I would love a drink. Thank you. Bye. Woohoo! Love it. Yeah, it's just a symptom, you know, it's not a problem. And women, when it happens, of course, you will think, oh my God, he doesn't find me attractive. Man doesn't get a boner, you think he doesn't find me attractive. And it's not you, it's me, per se. You know, don't think that, and definitely don't say it out loud. That's the worst thing you can do in that situation. You say it out loud, the man feels more pressure, or you'll be with some insecure asshole who can't handle the situation, so he'll throw it right back on you, and you'll be like, oh, what, you don't find me attractive? And he'll be like, yeah, I guess not, because all the other girls are like, ba-ding, no problem. Anyway, it's not a fair, that's ridiculous that you would think that, because if you look at the opposing situation, if a man is with a woman and she is not, well, what's equal to an erection? I guess you would say the woman is not wet. Now, I know this is probably for television, and the whole room has just gone, whoa, boners I'm okay with. But for some reason, any night I mention this, you could just feel the crowd go, no, not the wetness now, no. There's just something about wetness that makes people uncomfortable. I don't know why. I know I have more of a dry sense of humor, actually, I would say. But a man is very unlikely to feel it go down there. A man is very unlikely to go down there, feel that she's not wet and think, oh my God, she doesn't think I'm handsome. You know, a man is not gonna think that. In fact, men are so selfish, they're much more likely to think, oh God, this is gonna hurt. This is terrible. Not that, thank you. Yes. No need for that whatsoever. It was just in case any women were getting offended. Like, that is this guy. Oh no, come on, here we go. Come on, I love it. And secretly to raise up your energy, which is done. All right, keep fanning. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I shouldn't make that comparison because a man not having an erection is like a psychological dilemma, whereas a woman not being wet, easily solved. No problem. Here we go. Let's go, lovey. It's not a problem. But no, men don't tell this story. This is not the story that men like to tell. They like the fantasy. They like the fantasy of virility. All my friends are like, I was so fucking hard, man. I was so hard. I was like a redwood tree. 40 fucking minutes, I was so hard. It's like, really, man? Is that the truth? Why don't you tell me the story about the time you had to bend it in 5 different directions just to get it in? Tell me that story. Yeah, you're all laughing now. I noticed you didn't admit it at the start of the show. Now you're laughing. That is the laugh of identification, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing worse than that semi. You get it in, and it's like, don't move, please, don't move. 20 seconds at least, let the blood flow. And whatever you do, don't cough. Please, don't cough. There's nothing worse than having your cock coughed out of a vagina. There is nothing more demeaning to your masculinity than having your penis physically rejected by a vagina. Like an ATM card, you have insufficient funds for this transaction. No way. So in conclusion, not that it's easy to conclude, but I mean, I don't want to give you too many examples because it'll seem like it happens all the time. And, you know, it's definitely happened to me like at least 4 times. But, you know, I've been with so many girls, that's a tiny percentage, right? But, you know, what'll happen is the man will say something weak and like stupid in that situation, like, oh, I'm sorry, I guess he doesn't want to come out and play. And then you'll go to the bathroom, which is where all men go in this situation, and they'll be in the bathroom and they will have a very long conversation with their penis, which will be something along the lines of, what is the matter with you, bro? I told you this was the most important one. And your penis can't believe it. All the unappreciated boners, undiscussed, and now, all of a sudden, the one time he messes up, you want to bring it up. And he is like, how dare you? 3 months we've been with this girl, and I've been hard as a rock so many times, and now, all of a sudden, you want me to just show up? Have you ever heard the story of the boy who cried wolf, motherfucker? Okay? Erections are like vacation days. If you don't use them within a certain time, they don't carry over. Now, talking to your penis is a symptom of mental illness. It doesn't mean that you're crazy. Doing what your penis says means you have a problem. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Des Bishop.